in Pakistan pray that this does not happen. We have tried our best. We've already talked to Saudi Arabia, Iran, the United States. I spoke to President Trump yesterday, and I told him that this would be a disaster for us if this war starts.
Did he agree?
He didn't say anything.
You can share with us. It stay in this room.
No, I'm serious. He didn't say anything. But I think I think he understood, because this would be, in my opinion, it'll be insanity, because just Afghanistan is still not resolved, and Iran would even be a bigger problem.
Mr. Prime Minister, you also underlined, coming back to the more domestic opportunities and challenges in your country, this accelerator that we have agreed on skills and upskilling and reskilling between the World Economic Forum and Pakistan. I think there is a huge potential. I think the youth bulge, the youth of Pakistan is a huge opportunity. How important do you think education is in this context, and how do you look at the national curriculum and the madrasas and the importance of teaching world-class math and sciences?
You know, the tragedy of my country, because as I said, I grew up with my country, and in the 60s, Pakistan was the most exciting thing happening in Asia. It was the fastest growing country. We were moving fastest towards industrialization, our universities.
I think your GDP was even higher than India's per capita, wasn't it?
It's certainly, our industrial production was more than the 4 Asian tigers put together: Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Philippines. So it was, the fastest growing country. And we lost our way. One was ill-conceived nationalization, which stunted this industrial growth. We could have done what China did. They created wealth, and then they used the wealth to lift the bottom tier of the population. But just because the rich got richer, it didn't mean that we should have stopped this industrialization by nationalization. We should have just had a more equitable growth. But that was one where we went wrong. And secondly, we just did not pay enough attention to our education system. So we developed this 3-tier education system: English medium for an elite, then there was Urdu medium, which was for the masses, and then there was Dini madrasas. 3 parallel systems going. So what my government is now trying to do is to synthesize the system, get the core issue, the core syllabus should be the same for everyone, and give everyone equal opportunities. The education system actually created the differences, economic differences between people, because people could not go on to the higher class because they were not equipped by the education system. So this is what we are trying to do: change the flaws of education system by synthesizing it.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. I see the time is out. I would have liked to continue this conversation. I think we're all very impressed with the reform agenda. We're seeing economic growth is being back. We see that foreign direct investments are there. So thank you for sharing this with the community.
Well, economic growth is still coming, hopefully this year. The economy is stabilized.